Hi all of you, how are you all? Let's welcome in our SS lecture, and we have chapter 5 domains of the earth. You know well that our earth is a unique planet and our earth has living beings. All living beings are present on the earth because the earth is called unique, that unique planet, and it has land, water and air. It is necessary for living things. That's why it is called that unique planet. So that life is possible on the earth because of presence of air, water, and that life is possible. Atmosphere is it plays an important role in the life of that living beings. So you know there are three realms of that domains called that lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere are present on the earth. That's why the life is possible on the earth. Okay, so we'll see about that. The lithosphere. Lithosphere is there. It is the solid outer layer of the earth, and the name suggests is lithosphere. Lithos means that solid. It is the solid outer layer of the earth that is called lithosphere. Lithosphere is there. It is also made up of two that layers, inner layer and outer layer. You know, the topmost layer, you can see the topmost layer of that lithosphere is called that crust, and the crust is made up of that two layers that is called shear and shima. So the layer shear, it is the upper layer. It is rich with the minerals like silica and aluminum, and the shima layer is there. It is rich with the minerals like that silica and magnesium. There are mountains, rivers, landforms, lakes, plains, plateaus, that all are present on the lithosphere, means the solid outer layer of the earth. All kind of landforms are there present on the lithosphere. So we'll see in detail about continents of the world. So before we do this, the surface of the earth is there, well. It is made up of that 29 percentage is there. It is a land, while that 71 percentage it consists of water. So the earth, that 29 percentage land is there and 71 percentage is there. It is water bodies. So continents of the world will see that there are seven continents in the world, and they are namely that Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. So in this, that all continents will see in detail now. There are these seven continents are there. You can see Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. So that first is there, that is Asia. Asia, you know well that Asia is the largest continent in the world. Continent Asia is called the largest continent in the world. You know, it is occupying that most of the space on the earth. One third, we can say, one third that place on the earth it is occupying, and most of the Asia, that continent Asia is there. Most of the Asia lies in the northern and the eastern hemisphere, and it extends to 80 degree north hemisphere and 10 degree southern, and in latitudes 28 degree eastern and 170 that eastern longitudes are there. The Tropic of Cancer is there. It is passes through it, and it joins to be the landmass of Europe. And the highest mountain range, you can see the Mount Everest is present in Asia, and the highest plateaus like Tibet, depends, and Dead Sea, they are present in Asia. So Asia is the largest continent, and the greatest and the largest continent in the world. It occupies a lot of space of the earth, around that one third part of the earth it occupies. Africa is there. Next is there, that is Africa. Africa is the second largest that continent of the world, and you can say that the equator is there, the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, both passes through it. Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn both passes through the continent Africa, and it extends up to the 37 degree of that north and 35 degree of that south latitudes, and that 18 degree western and 52 degree eastern longitudes. It lies within the eastern and the western that hemisphere, and it is the second largest continent in the world. It is surrounded by the Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and the southern east side is there. Atlantic Ocean in the west, then the Indian Ocean is there. The Sahara Desert, the Great Desert, is present in Africa. The longest river Nile, is also present in Africa. Then the Kalahari Desert is also present in Africa. The highest mountain peak, that Mount Kilimanjaro, is also present in Africa. Then South Africa, it is known for that gold capital, gold city is there, gold and diamond. That South Africa is there. It is famous for that gold and diamond mines are present in Africa. So it is famous for gold and diamonds, and it's a rich that animal life. You can see in Africa that most of the parts in Africa, South Africa, it is rich with the golds, and the many gold mines and diamond mines are present in Africa. It is rich with the minerals, and it has great wildlife, and the animals are present in Africa. So it is the second largest continent of the world. North America is there. North America, it is the third largest that continent of the world, and it lies completely it lies in the western and the northern hemisphere. The western and the northern hemisphere, it completely lies, and about 8 degree northern hemisphere, and 84 degree that northern latitudes, and 20 degree that western to 107 degree that western and longitudes are there. The three oceans are there, surrounded by these continents. That North America, it's surrounded by three oceans: Arctic oceans, Pacific oceans, and the Atlantic Ocean is present and around that continent. This is the third largest continent of the world. The largest freshwater lake, the largest freshwater lake of the world, the Lake Superior, is present in these continents, and Mississippi is the longest river present in this continent. So huge grasslands like prairies and that in North America it is present. The famous that Niagara Falls also located here. So the North America it is rich with the minerals and the prairies are present like grassland. We can say lot of tall, huge grass happening in this continent, and it is present with a lot of tall, huge grass. It's called grassland also. Then the South America. South America it is the fourth largest continent of the world. The fourth largest, the fourth largest continent of the world, that South America, and it is mainly in the southern hemisphere and it extends up to the 12 degree northern and 55 degree southern hemisphere, and the latitude is there 35 degree western and 81 degree west longitudes are there. It is surrounded by that Atlantic Ocean, then Pacific Ocean, and the largest unbroken that mountains are present in this continent. The Indus lies in South Africa. The Amazon River, that is the greatest river, is present in this continent. So the South America it is also rich with the minerals. The greatest river, that Amazon, is present in this continent, and largest unbroken chain of mountain, in the world, that Indus is present. Largest unbroken chain of mountain, that Indus is present here, and it is rich with the many minerals, and prairies and grasslands are present in this continent. Next is there that Antarctica. This is the fifth largest. Antarctica is the fifth largest continent in the world, and it is near the South Pole. It is near the South Pole and located at 90 degree latitudes and 0 degree east longitudes, and it is covered with the thick snow throughout the year. That's why it is called the coldest continent and the white continent also. Throughout the year, it is covered with the white snow. That's why it is called a white continent. It is surrounded by the Pacific and the Antarctic and the Indian Oceans. And many countries have started their research centers at scientific research centers in these continents for the scientific study. So, India has established that three research centers that in this continent, namely that Maitri, Bharati, and Dakshin Gangotri. These three that centers for study India started in these continents. Next is there, that is Europe. Next continent is there, that is Europe. Europe is the sixth that largest continent in the world. Europe is the sixth that largest continent in the world. It extends from about 36 degree north and 72 degree north that latitudes, and 0 degree is there 10 degree western and to the 16 degree eastern longitudes. It lies mostly in the that mountains, and temperature is there in temperate zone. It is present. It has vast that plains and high mountains. It has vast that plains, high mountains, varieties of grasses, and the Alps. The Alps are the important chain the Atlantic Ocean, Arctic Ocean in northern, and the Mediterranean Sea. It is surrounded by this. So the longest river, the longest river that flowing through the Europe and the Volga, Europe, it is separated Europe from the Asia. That Volga that separate that Europe from the Asia, and it is separated from the Asia by this. So this is the continent. It is the sixth largest continent, and the famous mountain that Alps is present here in this continent. Next continent is there, that is Australia. Australia is the smallest continent in the world, and its name is given after the country. Means it is like country also. It is a country also, and it is continent also. So, which is a country and an island. So, it lies entirely in the southern hemisphere. The full Australia is there, continent. It lies in the north southern hemisphere, and it extends from 10 degree southern to the 44 degree that latitudes, and 114 degree eastern, and 154 degree that longitudes. The tropic of the Capricorn passes through it, and the middle of the continent, the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn is there. It passes through the middle of it. The Tropic of Cancer, it passes in the middle of that continent. It is surrounded by the Indian Ocean in the north side, and the south side of the Pacific Ocean is present. The Great Barrier Reef is located in Australia, so it is the largest, means that delta is there, and it is smallest continent in the world, that Australia, and it is itself that country also. So these are the continents of this world that we learn in detail. I hope you understand this well. Okay, thank you children. Bye.